Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymore, and I read some bad books.
Oh, God, we did, man. Oh.
So we normally focus on the good. Because there's
good. We read comic books, like, for a living.
Yeah, that's a job.
What is wrong with that?
There's nothing.
Except for this week.
Yeah.
Let's just go. Let's just go.
Let's do this.
Let's just do it. All right, so, let's get it out of the way, man. We got to rip that Band-Aid off. Let's just rip it. Inhumans versus X-Men happened. It shouldn't have.
Civil War II isn't even over yet.
And this definitely shouldn't.
There's so many things, and it's like, but the creators on it, the artists, the writers are all people.
It should all be on point.
Yeah.
It should all be on point.
It's like traveling Wilburys. Google it.
I just can't, man.
The characters don't act like the characters.
Schnozberries don't taste like schnozberries, dude. Like, they don't do it, okay?
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
It's the same issues that we had with Death of X.
Yes.
Only
yes.
now amplified as an event miniseries.
I am this close to starting a Twitter fight between myself, Charles Soule, and Jeff Lemire. I'm not gonna lie. I'm this close. I'm on the edge, people. I'm on the edge.
In all honesty,
do it.
Like, is this Marvel, coming down from editorial?
Yes.
Like, we need a story that does this, because the mutants are definitely villains in this story.
Yes.
There's no
There should be no sympathetic ear. But the no.
You got 2 weeks to fix it.
2 weeks.
It was a tough read.
I wanted to quit, like, at least twice.
Yeah.
But my manhood got challenged, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it. I did it. I should have quit. I should have quit. It made me mad. Like, it literally made me mad. But that's okay. You know what saved me? Batman Ninja Turtles Adventure number 2.
Right. So we had the bad. Now we have the good.
Yes.
It's fun.
It's so much fun. I needed the joy that brought me. Like, that was so...
Like, just because I was hearing the Batman animated series
Yes,
voices.
you were. Yes, you were.
It's
perfect.
Yeah.
It was good. This one, I don't know. Somehow the Batman Ninja Turtle pair-ups are sensible by not being anything that you expect.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Like, I like it a lot.
The first one was very dark.
Yes.
And then this one's the exact opposite. It's light and fun and
Yes.
funny.
I would watch the direct-to-VHS movie of this.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
incredible.
The one that you get if you get enough little personal pizza boxes from Pizza Hut,
yeah.
and then you turn in like 6 of those, and you get this movie that's only like 25 minutes. I would totally watch that.
It'd be amazing because it's fun.
Yes.
It is a book that I can give to a younger reader.
Yes.
It is a book that I can give to a long-time fan of comics. They're like, I'm sick of reading Dark Knight Returns.
And you're like,
how about this?
Try this. And you're like, what is...
Yeah. And it all fits. Like, all the things that shouldn't work in this combination.
Totally do.
Yeah.
Totally do.
Just spot on.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. That one, it was a good place for me.
yeah.
It was a really good place. So I rounded up with Reborn, number 3.
Yep.
There is a thing in this that is just... The fact that it exists is amazing.
Yeah.
Just the idea. Like, I want to know whose brainchild that was. To just be like, you know what? Let's take this, and there it is.
Yeah.
That's magic. That's absolute magic. This is still a very fun series. I feel like, I'll be honest, for me, after the Dredge that I read, it was a good book, but I needed to be twice as long to pull me out of the funk that I was in for the other stuff.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, starting off with IvX and Gwenpool for me was just a bad call.
Yeah.
But Reborn was fun.
Reborn was fun.
This
is where I really want to see where it goes, man. Like, I feel like there's so much to it. It's very potent. I need to see it all. Like, I still feel like we're being introduced. So I'm like,
everything is new,
right,
and fresh.
Right.
And there's like little twists on concepts that I'm enjoying. Like the tropes are no longer normal.
Right.
I would love to see it like as an animated series done by the same people that did the original Thundercats. I don't know if they're still alive.
Why didn't I think of that? That's why I have you. That's it right there.
I'm useful.
Oh God, it's so good. Man, like that's and those last two books really did bring like a measure of light. They really did.
Yeah.
For the craziness that we read overall. I do wonder, like, is it a seasonal thing?
Maybe. But the thing is, with much like music and television and movies, when you have something that's almost like corporately designed, and that's what IvX felt like. It didn't feel. I didn't sense any of the Lamar's or Soule's work.
Right.
Like it was just very like, okay, we have to have a story where mutants and Inhumans battle,
and then this happened, and then that happened.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of plot points.
Yeah. And then when you have books where the creators get to actually handle their stuff, and it's coming purely from them,
then you see the magic.
Yeah.
And I dig that. I think that's what ultimately the two books, the Batman and Turtles and Reborn, ultimately pull off, is that it is definitely the love story of the creators. Like they like what they're doing on this.
Exactly.
And that totally shines through. That's way to pull out the sunshine on that one. Thank you. I needed that.
No, actually, that's what I was like thinking about before we started filming. Something like we got Goon by Eric Powell.
True.
Which is another one creator-owned and driven.
Right.
And like, you're going to have the stinky books. But then we've also got really, really good stuff that we just have to...
True. Yeah. Sometimes we gotta struggle through. So, you read Hillbilly though as well.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
It's still awesome. It's Eric Powell's, I don't know, love poem to the mythology of Appalachia and the Hill people.
Right.
It's another thing where the creator is doing something they love, and it's something that they have come up with on their own. It's got a very animated feel to it, but it also feels almost like classic mythology in the sense that there's something grand going on,
right?
And the language is that of the people that live in the area at the same time. So you got those two things going on. It's there's stuff like that makes me forget about the stuff that sucks.
The other stuff.
Yeah.
All right, now it felt like with Hillbilly up until this point there was like a thread that was carrying over, and I didn't read this particular issue just so I could take care of some other things. Oh God. But is it still carrying over like a story beat?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and this one, the cleaver wielder is brought to like a cotillion, like a dance thing for those of you that don't know what a cotillion is, in this village, and it just ends so sadly.
Oh.
Like it's just so sad, but at the same time, the real Hercules or Heracles myth doesn't end well.
True.
So it's like this I don't know, sadness to it at the same time. It's awesome.
Man, I have to admit, like these are stories that I would love to see serialized in like a TV series or something like that. That would be so good. You're right though, it would be like really sad. And you're like
but still, dude's awesome. But yeah,
that's kind of cool though. You know, like a Hillbilly Twilight Zone.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. Take me there.
You know where I am going to take you?
Where?
Honorable mention land.
Yeah.
Woo! So the Gwenpool, the holiday special, which you guys suggested, like at leed 2 different people suggested we should read this on our Facebook page. Mm-hmm. I am so mad at both of you. Normally
I'm very appreciative, and so is Vic. Damn it, man.
This was bad. This was so bad. It's bad like in a silly way. Which one did you do first? Did you IvX first or Gwenpool first?
I went Gwenpool first.
And you couldn't even get through that? I mean, at least I have the benefit of saying I read IvX first, and this just put me on a place that I just could not.
I tapped out.
That's fair.
I'm old and weak.
It happens, man. It happens. Listen, hopefully, you'll get visited by the giver of toys, and it'll be cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Which is actually really horrible if you've read the book.
If you read the book. I'll be honest, I tapped out too. Like I just couldn't. It's a super thick book. Yeah. Like it's a lot of reading here.
There's like 7 stories and Hitler's ghost, and
I just couldn't get through it.
That's the actual thing I'm gonna spoil for you. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. But pants, man, pants. I just wasn't in a place. Maybe if it was a different week. If it was next week, I might have enjoyed this. Yeah. This week, it was too much. I just couldn't do it. Tapped out.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Sorry.
It was horrible.
But we can laugh about it now because you're watching All right, what'd you read? What's one you got?
I'm going to go with Optimus Prime.
Okay.
Number one. It's one of the first offerings post-Revolution, which is like the world reset for IDW. It was interesting. It's got the Cybertronians in a, I don't know, kind of like a police procedural kind of story.
Oh.
With Prime before he is...
Whoa, like Law and Order featuring Transformers?
Kind of. Yeah, it's very police heavy, and it was fun. It was a little bit dense, a little bit tough to get into it at first, but then once I got used to like what they're actually trying to do, it was pretty interesting.
That's righteous.
Yeah.
Okay, so after Revolutions, we've had like a whole world reset. So what all is in this world now?
Almost everything that they had in Revolution. Micronauts are woven in there.
Right.
Mask is woven in there.
Okay.
So I think we have Mask and Autobots. It's
a lot.
Thing, you know,
Mask, Autobots, and G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
Is that a part of it too?
Yeah.
Woo, that's heavy.
So, yeah, well, I'm giving it a shot. It's been pretty decent so far, and it appeals to my childhood.
True,
so.
true. I mean, I would call that lineup like the carpet of my 80s. Like, you know, you walk into my bedroom in the 80s, you're stepping on one of those. Absolutely. Totally going to happen. Yep. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I'm going to have to check that one out. I did the DC Rebirth Holiday Special. I was trying to be in the holiday spirit. There's a lot of story in these things, man, and not all of them are great. Not all of them are. I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to be as jovial as possible. The art is fun on some of them, but some of it, man, it was just like, okay, and the page is turning. Yeah. The thing I like the most, Paul Dini tackling like almost like the intermission parts. Oh. Those were great. Like I love those. It was fun. It's Paul, man. Like he knows what he's doing, and it's Paul writing Harley, like his baby. So that worked. That was kind of like the thing that we were talking about, where you get the people that created this thing, and you can tell they love it. The rest of it, there's a couple of them that were interesting. A couple of them I was like, but I mean, you know, for $10. That's a big A book. Yeah, it's a big A book. A lot of pages.
About 50 too many.
Yeah.
So the the other book that will meet my honorable mention this week, Rockstars. It's a new Image thing. It's got like a real indie comic sort of vibe in terms of the writing.
Can I see that?
Yeah, it's kind of like an early X-Files sort of thing. There's like an investigative reporter, and then somebody who firmly believes there's something weird going on.
Right. And
there probably is. So it's the story, like when you hear stuff about, you know, Led Zeppelin did this at this party, and you know, Kiss put their actual blood into a Marvel comic and stuff like that.
News like that probably happened.
Yeah, with Kiss. So it takes the supposition that that stuff really is real, that these urban legends are rooted in some kind of truth.
Okay.
And so it's the story of this person who believes this stuff is going on, meeting with the investigative journalist who's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going on, and it's dark.
Ooh, it is.
Yeah.
The art style reminds me of From Hell a little bit.
A little bit of Bacchus going on.
Yeah, nice. It's a little creeptastic. I like it. I like it. That's kind of funky. Yeah. Nice. Man, this was a tough episode.
Tale of two.
Pitties.
Oh.
Tale of two pitties. Give me some. I like that. IvX should never have happened. You can quote me. I said it. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, sir.
That's not IvX?
No, not IvX. Not IvX. In fact, we're going to take this to a galaxy far, far away, brother.
Right. There is something happening this weekend, isn't there?
Oh, you know it. We're not talking about the X-Men, but there is a totally different rogue. One that you guys, see how I just put that all together?
Yeah.
Definitely have been waiting for. Where are we going to be at for this?
Some place called the Marcus Crossroads.
Oh, snap. Yeah. How long are we going to be there? I feel like we're going to kind of live there for a little bit this week.
Pretty much, yeah. We're going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week, celebrating the release of Rogue One, which is going to be amazing. Oh, it's going to be dark.
Calm it down. Don't get excited. Don't get excited.
Star Wars.
Your blood pressure, though. Your blood pressure. Calm down. There you go. Simmer down.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I hear they already announced the sequel. It's called A New Hope.
Why did I fall for that? Oh, my God. Yeah, so if you're in the Columbus area, or think about being in the Columbus area.
Definitely be there.
Yeah, we'll have information about it on our Facebook page, Black, White, and Red all over, and also Comic Town, so we'll have an event file for that set up.
Now, will you actually get to be there?
I'm going to try to.
Come on, man.
really,
You're like
really
a celebrity. People look for you.
That's why I hide.
I'll get him there. I'll get the rope. We'll just bring him in. It'll be a whole thing. It'll be awesome. We'll march him in with the Imperial music. Dun, 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 dun.